we have a lot of very fun things to talk about today, as usual over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys all know, we have had this absolutely filthy Johnson & Johnson position that has been cooking over the last really week and a half here. My Johnson & Johnson position is now up in the 900% range. If you guys are not convinced about the power of LTMP yet, if you're still sitting on the sidelines like, I wonder if all of this stuff that this guy on the internet is talking about is real. I know he said that he's handed out 29 10x trades in the last few months here. I wonder if that's real. Guys, Johnson & Johnson was handed out to you guys for completely free on Twitter. Also on these YouTube streams here. Pay attention or pay a premium. I told you guys, I am not going to stop doing this for everybody. It's just the best way to be operating in the market. Nothing else comes close, and we will continue to do things that the trading community has literally never seen before. RGTI also looking phenomenal today. Moving back to the upside there. Again, we've run through a lot of awesome targets on this one. You have, what else? That $50 is that next target there. Crowd, I ended up cutting this position this morning here, right? Kind of near break even. They were slightly in the red. Again, this one just didn't want to play out here. So, again, nothing, I mean, tiny paper cut, guys. You guys know the deal with how we operate around here. When every single position or trade idea that I outline has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of %, well, obviously, the outcome of one individual trade becomes very, very meaningless to us. Now, there is a setup that I am hunting right now that is literally my favorite setup in the entire market here. It is A+, high quality, absolutely, it's just like textbook. Every single time a chart looks like this, I will be all over it. Now, I'm not going to talk about it until we get 100 likes on the stream. Sorry. Not going to talk about it until we get 100 likes on the stream. So if you guys want that name, you want me to cover it, make sure you guys are dropping likes in the stream here. We have a 200 like goal, but let's do our little bit of our morning kind of, I don't know, thing we always do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. We have a 200 like goal on the stream. It costs you nothing to do it. It helps me out a whole lot, spreading this information out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, like I tell you guys every single day, I am the only person on the internet here that you guys know of that has literally been demonetized for talking about how many 10x trades that they hand out to their group with proof every single week here. I mean, again, now Instagram's coming for me, talking about these trades. There is not a single, not one of these other creators out here that are coming even close, even remotely close to the results that I've shown you guys with LTMP. I'd love to be able to spread this information out to some more people here. Again, if you guys want me to outline that insane chart setup that I have, it's A+. Every single time a chart sets up like this, especially in the area that it's in, I will be all over it. 100 likes on the stream. That's when we'll start talking about it over there. But ladies and gentlemen, again, if you guys want to join us in LTMP, which at this point, I don't know how many more of these trades that you guys want me to see call out for you guys. I'm just going to keep doing it right in front of you. If you guys want to streamline that process to actually having the success that you deserve in the market, join LTMP with us. Use code October. Get 50% off your first month. It's just a no-brainer at this point, guys. So, let's see who we've got. Oh, Ian up 820% on Johnson. Congratulations, my man. That is absolutely awesome. So let's see who we've got in here. Ooh, you guys are already halfway there to 100 likes. Nice, nice, nice. Blinkio Films, there we go. Welcome, Eddie, Hush Puppy, Joshua, Jerry, Gerald, Mando, Miguel, Angel, GC, Scott, Julian, Francisco, Gabby, Hal, Miguel, Reaper, Angel, Billy, Taylor, B-Dash, Ian, Jeep Rack, David. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Johnson's looking absolutely phenomenal. RGTI is trying to get up to that target there. But I do have some interesting things for you guys to talk about here. So, again, if you guys have any tickers that you guys want me to cover, let me know. LTP is great, but only if you like to be a successful trader. There you go, Hal. So, again, I can throw that link in the live chat for you guys here. It's pinned to the top. Use code October. I don't know what you're waiting for. I keep showing you guys this stuff. Somebody had the nerve to start listing. Okay, so like somebody on the what do you call it, on one of my YouTube shorts yesterday was like, you should be more humble. All these other content creators are doing this, and then proceeded to list the most low IQ content creators that I know of in the finance space, and I almost lost I was just laughing. I was like, are you kidding me? It's like me saying over here, like, oh, look, we have this Ferrari that we're driving around all the time, and then somebody's like, nah, dude, but this Honda Civic that doesn't work. And I'm just like, what? It's funny, man. So again, 100 likes on the stream. I'll start covering my absolute favorite setup in the market right now. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. You guys should be doing that anyway. Helps you find the streams back. But let's start going through a couple of these names here. Palantir. Again, not really anything to look for significantly on this chart right now, mainly just because it's pretty rangy. You've got this crazy candle, but overall still a solid looking chart setup here. Just in terms of, I mean, this is one that we've been saying for a while. It's not one that you buy. It's not one that you short. This is one that I gave out on these streams here and to LTMP in the $15 range. It is currently at $180 a share there, guys. So this thing has been an absolute monster for everybody. So congratulations to those of you guys that are still in this one. Not really much to do on this name right now. Now, here's the one that I want to talk about with everybody. Sofi. And I know you're asking questions about this. Sofi is been one that we've been talking about a couple of times over the last couple of trading days here as being one that I'm going to be watching for a setup to form into next week. All right, we have a nice little downtrend here. You've shifted the downtrend. You are now starting to consolidate right above this daily 10 exponential moving average here. If you continue that range of consolidation, I think we could have a lot of fun on SoFi in the near future, especially if the overall market wants to hold up here. Now, Neo, let's talk about this one. Again, nothing really on Neo. Still respecting that daily 10 EMA here. I know a lot of you guys like this one. This is one that I own 4,000 shares of at $4.55. Very solid returns on this one so far. Everybody in LTMP is loving this one. And again, like over the last 2 years, guys, the names that I've given you from a mid to long-term investment perspective are all either in the green or wildly in the green. So congratulations to everybody that's been paying attention over here and listening. When I tell you guys, one, I'm just going to keep doing this and these moves are going to keep happening and you got to pay attention or pay a premium. Those of you guys that have actually taken that to heart and stayed on these streams and listened, you're making serious amounts of money. So congratulations, everybody. What else? Hymns. Nothing really to do on this one. This could start to set up here on the daily. I know Ryan was asking about the potential weekly setup on this one. Not really one that I'm all that interested in here in the short term right now. But we'll definitely get there, I think, at some point in the near future. We've had some awesome hymn setups over the last kind of few months here. But again, you guys got to all remember the main mistake that a lot of either new, inexperienced, I would say amateur market participants make is they try to get too active in the market all the time. There's always a time and a place, guys, to be taking action. And it's not all that often. Stop giving us winners, Vix. It's getting real old, dude. Guys, I'm not going to stop. It's not going to stop. I don't know. It's just like, that's why LTMP, everybody in the group is able to have so much more success than you see in these other groups here. It is so overtly obvious here that this is what you guys should be doing in the market. It's what everybody should be doing in the market. Pay attention or pay a premium. Hopefully you guys are able to join up with us before it's too late and the prices go way higher because prices are going to be increasing again very soon and it's going to be significant. We also are 40 likes away here, guys, from 100. When we hit 100 likes on the stream, that's when I'm going to start outlining my absolute favorite chart setup to you guys right now. Spy shit the bed. Yeah, well, I mean, we don't care, though. The names that we're in, I mean, we cut crowd for a tiny paper cut, and then RGTI was ripping over there, and then my Johnson & Johnsons are up 900%. 900%. Like, it's going to be okay. And again, like I was talking with you guys about this morning, like when we started to see this candle here, what was I talking about? The market looks very, very weak today. Seeing a little bit of a pullback in the market right here would not be a bad thing at all because what that's going to allow us to do is, one, identify the names that are showing a little bit of relative strength and also give a lot of names that were looking like they wanted to set up the time that they need to set up for us to go out and nail them for those, big multi-hundred and multi-thousand% trades again, which are going to keep happening. Why is the market down, bleed? It's literally just a pullback. Like, this is just a technical pullback, guys. The market's trading in a range. That's it. That's all this is. Hit that like. Yeah, what are we? About 33 likes away from being able to cover this setup here with you guys. Again, I gave out Johnson & Johnson for completely free for you guys. That one is basically a 10x'er. What am I up on this thing now? Still 916% on my runners on Johnson & Johnson here. If we hit 195 before earnings on Tuesday, I'll trim again. But if not, I am going to be holding, letting it rip, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, you guys have any questions about LTMP, any other tickers, let me know. Jesse's got some over here. FCEL. That looks good. Fuel cell, that looks interesting. I'd probably give this a little bit more time because, like, where's the top of the range? You could look at this. It's just a little wonky. When charts set up like this, I usually like to wait for them. SYM, I think we talked about this morning with Ralph. That's a good one here. I thought I had an alert on this. Thanks for reminding me. Now it's there. I like that. BE over here. What's this? Little wonky. Little too wonky for me on that one. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hand out 10x trades all the time. We've got, what, 90-something of you guys in here. All you have to do is hit the like button in order for us, for me to talk about and cover this trade, potential trade idea in depth. If not, whatever. I'm just going to save it for LTMP, and you guys are just going to sit on the sidelines again, and I'm going to victory lap on you continuously like I do every single week. Pay attention to pay a premium. ARM? What's up with ARM? I think we talked about this one yesterday. I mean, you guys that took this over the 160-102 break here, I mean, I saw a lot of crazy gain screenshots in LTMP yesterday for those of you guys that hit, what do you call it? That hit that one. And then, where's PDD? PDD's dumping? Yep, so we're no longer going to be looking at PDD. No longer going to be looking at that one. Potential trade setup that didn't want to follow through and give us our entry. Okay, nothing gained, nothing lost. We're no longer going to be looking at it. You know? But yeah, that ARM one was really nasty. I mean, let me look and see what we had in there in the community gain section. It was pretty nuts, I think. Where is that it? Oh yeah, 183%. Sanfico made $2,000 on that one. 190% from Reaper. There you go. I mean, it's crazy. We kind of view like those 190, 200% gain trades at this point, especially with what you guys have seen our ability to do. It's kind of just like base hits. Like, those of you guys that are watching these streams, you're very spoiled. Like, in the best way possible, because nobody else is getting access to these types of ideas all the time. They just aren't. Where's Johnson? Yeah, guys, Johnson & Johnson's looking just insane. AVGO, I'd actually be interested in taking a look at that. I kind of like that here. I kind of like that. That nice little curl. It's not textbook, but that could be an interesting, fun one. Greg, good call there. So yeah, guys, we got 29 likes away from being able to talk about this new setup that I really like. If you don't hit the like button, it's fine. We have a 200 like goal on the stream anyway. You guys are going to hit it eventually. Again, I'm going to keep sitting here doing what we're doing, changing everybody's lives for the better. At this point, like I said every single day, it's like if you aren't trading with the LTMP methodology in your side, stop trading. Like, seriously, stop trading. If you're not going to do what we're doing, literally don't do anything else. Just buy the index, maybe be a market participant on that side. Have a couple of tickers that you're going to be invested in individually, but seriously, it is so incredibly dangerous for everybody out there to be trying to operate short-term in the market without the LTMP methodology on their side. Like, I'm not saying that just to say it. Like, you guys do realize how much nonsense there is out there in the market, and people just like thinking about like the market in ways that just like don't matter and are just gonna lead them to just losing money over time. Like, seriously, if you aren't willing to do that and take the tiny amount of time to learn how to nail, I don't know, 30 10x trades in a 2.5 month period, do not do anything else. Don't even try. Because it's not going to go well for you. And I want everybody to be having success in the market. So AVGO does look good here. I actually do like this. If we can get that pushed to the upside. Johnson's trying to get above 192 here. If it does, I will be up 1,000%. Right now I'm up 928.5. Okay, it changed. 927.35% on my Johnson & Johnson's. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. But, we're getting close to 100 likes, guys. There we go. We're what, 26 away? 26 away from being able to talk about my absolute favorite setup in the market right now. Again, when stocks set up like this, I get very, very, very interested. Like, very interested. EOSE, let's see. That was a Dave ticker and one that we highlighted, I think down in here at 860. Great move there. It is kind of setting up, but it's a little extended right now. HIMS weekly, not a fan of. We already talked about that. ONDS, I don't hate it. I would just like the 10 to catch up because this one is very, very, very extended. Let's see. A lot of slackers on the like button. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Market just bleeding out here. Yeah, you've got high yield spread. You got high yield rolling over. There's some interesting things happening in the market. Shout out to Dave. And I think there's actually a really interesting message that I saw yesterday in LTMP, which is really, really, really important and something that I don't talk about a lot. But Ryan said this, and it's very true. Huge bonus to this Discord that's not used as a selling point, but maybe it should be, is that there's a wealth of knowledge in this community besides just STV. Imagine what you would have to pay outside to get the kind of investing knowledge or trading knowledge that you can get in here. And that's true. I mean, we have Dave over there, in my opinion, one of the most successful market technicians ever. Like, you guys should be all following Dave on Twitter if you're not already. I think it's Dave Vermillion, I think is what his Twitter account is. Everybody should be following Dave, and that's what I was actually about to go look for right here, was high yield that he was talking about. Yeah, high yield showing degradation. HYG is starting to roll over a little bit here, which isn't great. It's like a risk off metric almost, because if they're selling high yield, it's like they're moving a little bit, like big money is starting to go a little bit risk off, which kind of makes sense with the market being as elevated as it is. So I'd be a little careful here. But yeah, you guys have the link to LTMP floating around in there. If you guys aren't in there yet, seriously, stop what you're trying to do in the market. I can almost guarantee it's not going to go well for you. Why would you want to do anything else besides what is proven to work over time, and what I've shown you guys time and time again is going to benefit you in a better way than anything else? Just use a little logic, you know? So true. Last group I was in, I would ask questions and people would try to sell me some one-on-one crap. Not in here. People are great and helpful. Yeah. Do you guys know how many times I've been asked to do one-on-ones? And I could have charged, like, you guys have no idea. Like, literally no idea. Like, I could have made a ridiculous amount of money doing that. And I didn't even say it. I never said it was available, and it's not. You can't do one-on-ones with me. Why? Because that's not what I'm about. I want you guys, because the only thing that you need is in the course curriculum videos. There's no upsells in LTMP. What you see is what you get, and that's exactly the only thing that you need. It's not like, that's not what the market is, guys. Like, the thing is that if you think about, like, what most people are doing out there, where it's like, oh, there's this way to operate in the market, but I could show you something that's a little bit better if you pay me more. It's like, no. Identifying price action and being able to look at stocks that are, and find stocks that are about to explode before they do is so simple. It would be such an ethical, like, terrible thing for me to ever do, to be like, oh, you can pay me more to do that. No. It's not about the money. It's about helping you guys gain the skills that nobody can ever take away from you in the market, and I'm very good at teaching you guys. So, again, you guys have the link to LTMP pinned to the top. I'll probably send it in here too for you guys too. The system is simple. The training is excellent. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I'll throw the link in here too for you guys. Use code October. Get 50% off your last or your first month there. You guys will be good to go with us. What else are we looking at? Okay, what are we at on the likes? All right, 19 likes away from being able to talk about my literally favorite setup that I've seen in a while in the market. MNST still setting up? I don't think so. No, MNST is running there a little. That's not really one that you would be... I mean, you could maybe form another setup on it, but no, it's just chopping around. Ben, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up, man? How's the market look here? It's starting to come back up a little bit. Please let it be AMC. No, it is not AMC. I will tell you that it is not AMC. What are yields doing recently? I would expect them to be interesting. Yields kind of look like they want to jump back to the upside there. Interesting. David wants to say hi. What's up, David? AMD puts are printing. Dude. Oh, AVGo's getting close. Dude, do you know how much money I've made on AMD this week? Ben? I mean, good for you, it's a trade, but here's the problem, Ben. The issue with what you're doing is it's not repeatable. It's not like you're going in and saying, okay, this is where my entry is, this is where my stop is, based on these types of criteria. Basically, what you're doing there is just saying stock up, short it, you know? That's kind of all it is. So glad you're making money, but again, like I say, if you're not operating with the LTMP methodology, like stop doing what you're doing because it's not going to go well for you over the long run. And I just hope that like you guys realize that before it's too late and you just blow a bunch of your money. TXRH looks good. I'm just not trading it. It didn't look like it wanted to burst. Like I made a lot of money on AMD this week, guys. I showed you a little bit of it. I showed you a little. Those two pictures on Twitter. Those were good. Yeah, I'd actually be interested in AVGo here. 347.92, 94. I'd actually be interested in that. That'd be fun. All right, 12 likes away, and then we can start talking about this tick. I mean, we have a 200 like goal on the stream anyway, so you guys should be getting up there regardless. But coin. Let's take a look at coin. How's that look? Oh yeah. Malik, I love you. Love that. That looks really good. The thing is, like, and especially when I say things like that, Ben, like when I'm talking about AMD, it's like, I hate to say it this way, but like there are certain truths about the market. And that's one of them. It's like, like that would never be something that would ever cross my mind to do. And here's what it always comes back to, and this is the danger of operating this way in the market. When big things start to happen, what most people will do, which is, again, if, like I say all the time, if you want to have different results than everybody else, you got to think and act differently than they do. But what most people will do is when crazy things start happening in the market, like this move on AMD, they immediately think, oh, it's time to take some sort of action. My reaction is the complete opposite. You know? My reaction is, well, when crazy things start happening in the market, like for an individual name, you stay as far away as you possibly can because it becomes the wild, wild west. Like, especially for options on AMD right now, they're juiced. They are so incredibly juiced, I would never go near those because you're overpaying for what they actually are, you know? And that's where most people get into trouble. It's like, because again, everybody usually likes to think it's like, oh, we have to be doing something. It's like the thing I always talk about, like people are just damaged. Like they've been through the school system, so they have to do XYZ tasks every single day in order to get the grade that they want, in order to proceed through the different levels. If you're working, you have to do a certain amount of things every single day in order to maintain your employment status. The market in trading and investing is not that. It's actually the opposite. Most of the time, the best decision is to do nothing. You know? So it's like you're making money on it, but again, that wouldn't be something that a person that is looking to have long-term success in the market would ever do. You know? ETR. That's setting up again. That looks good. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I'm gonna keep saying these things. And the bad thing is is that a lot of you guys are going to have to learn your lesson the hard way. I wish you didn't, and I wish you guys, a lot of you guys were able to just say, like, use a little bit of logic and be like, oh, look, all of these, like, massive trades, these big 10xers that are happening all the time, the 26,000% AMD, the 3,500% Intel, the 28 more of them that we've covered in the last 2.5 months. Sometimes I wish that was enough for you guys to be like, to snap out of it and say, oh, this is what we should be doing in the market, and not this, like, we call it garlic cake, but not all this other, like, typical retail nonsense that people are gonna do. A lot of you guys are gonna have to learn the hard way. And I wish you didn't, because, again, like, you're just gonna have less money to deploy at the strategy that actually works when you finally eventually come around, because you all will. You know, that's just how it works. Like, this is the best way to operate in the market. There's nothing else that will ever or has ever came close. And it's just going to continue to yield these just unbelievably epic trades, you know? Like, I wish you guys were able to see it instead of being like, no, I'm going to try to white knuckle it and just do a bunch of nonsense first. It's like, I just don't do that, you know? You like XBI? Biotech? Yeah, how's Lebu look? Well, I mean, it's ripping. I wouldn't be looking at this now. Where is Lebu right now? Lebu's got to be ripping. Yeah, 112. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish, like, that's why I showcase these, like, results to you guys all the time, to try and, like, snap you guys out of it. It's like, no, look, this is what's possible. If you just listen. Oh, end phase? Ah, this could be interesting, Dave. Let's see. That's not really for me. I want to take a look at the weekly on this. Yeah, that's not for me. I don't like that. It's just, it's kind of bleeding out there. That wouldn't be one that I would go for. Garlic cake. Like, I really do wish that a lot, like, that's why I show this stuff to you guys. That's why I make the videos. That's why I do these streams. And it's why I talk so much about what we do in LTMP. Because you all can do it. It's not hard. But if you want to have different results than everybody else, like, well, if you want to have similar results to the people in LTMP, you got to think and act differently than everybody else that's on the outside. Let's see here. We are 7 likes away from being able to talk about this ticker too. Again, guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps us out a whole lot. Spreading this info out there. LLY. Nah. Just a slow grind up there. Nothing really for us there. Explain garlic cake. Okay, so imagine this. So like the ingredients to baking a cake are like very, very simple and laid out for you. Imagine that is the trading system that I provide for you in LTMP. Now, if we are together and I'm watching you bake a cake and you have all of the ingredients in front of you, and then you turn and look at me and say, hey, when am I gonna put garlic powder in the cake? And I'm like, what did you just say? You're like, no, like garlic powder. Like, I want to put garlic powder in the cake. And I'm like, is it in the recipe? You're like, no, but like, I want to put garlic powder in the cake. I'm going to look at you like you got like 10 heads. That's garlic cake. Because the only thing you would ever need is what's in the recipe. So why would you put garlic powder in the recipe? You wouldn't. You want to eat garlic cake? Ugh. That's garlic cake. So 4 likes away. There we go. We still have a 200 like goal on the stream. Maybe we'll hit it Friday or something. You guys have been slacking. You suck at cooking? Makes sense. Yeah. What was I gonna look at? Here we go. Where's that? That's close. I mean, that could be fun. It's not textbook, and I would go really small on this, but that does look kind of fun. Charge point! We haven't traded charge point in forever, but no, I don't like this with the wick. Not a fan. Yeah, a lot of those solar names do look interesting. TE exploded. That's another Dave ticker. Yup. Guys, a lot of people are asking like how to use the Dave tickers. It's like if it looks like a setup, it's a setup. I would hit the like, but I don't want you giving out freebies. That's true. One of the last freebies that I gave out was almost 1,000% on Johnson & Johnson, and you guys still aren't convinced that this is the way that you should be operating in the market. Still, it's crazy. It's crazy. People just don't want to make money. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think no matter what people tell you, they don't actually want to make any money. Because if the the actions that they take are saying the exact opposite, like, there's very, very simple actions that if you want to take in order to have success, you take them. But people don't, you know? So I'll throw the link to LTMP again in the live chat for you guys. It's pinned to the top. Use code October. Get 50% off your first month. Or don't. And keep underperforming us in there. And missing all these massive 10Xers. Let's see. We're at 96. Ball. I don't think we're looking at ball anymore. Nope. Not looking at ball anymore. We had a potential setup on this one. Invalidated to the downside. No longer looking at it. Market's pushing a little bit here. Where's crowd? Did that thing end up moving back up? Yeah, a little bit. So if you guys are still in that one, it still looks okay. I didn't want to deal with the drama on it. You know? Get him out of here. But let's see. FSLR, hold on. Yeah, that looks fun. That looks fun. Don't want to put in the work. Michael, isn't it funny though that people are like, oh, I don't want to put in the work, when you guys like you guys all in LTMP know how simple it is. They're like, oh, it's gonna take a lot of work. It's like, no, you watch the videos, you know how to analyze, like use the watch list, and you're done. You're good. Like, people don't realize how simple this stuff is. It just takes maybe an afternoon and asking me a couple of questions, and then you're good. It's crazy. All right. We got a lot of slackers on the like button. We easily could hit 100 right now, and I could start talking about my literal favorite setup I've seen in a while in the market. We'll see. We'll see if you guys hit it. Market pushing. I already highlighted ball. There's nothing to do on it. Rewind. Already talked about it. Three likes. Slackers. Riot still looks like it might set up again. Yeah, that was another epic one from over the last few weeks here. Where was that entry? Oh yeah, right here. Blast off. Another good one from what? 20 all the way up to almost 22. That's a good one. Where's AV go? Close. Not quite there, but it is close. USAR, I feel like we've talked about. That ripped. Dave. Another Dave ticker, man. Again, guys, when Dave sends in the tickers, the way to use them is just, if they look like a setup, they're a setup. That's it. If they don't look like a setup, then don't worry about them. But they look, a lot of these look really good. Dave's called out some epic ones. It's the subtle intricacies that may take a little time, but to your point, it's the simplest strategy I've come across. Yep, simplest, and as everybody would say, most effective. Would UPS be a setup that you would not take because it's such a long condition? You talking about the basin break? Oh, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what was the other one yesterday that we saw that looked really good? I think it was UPS. No, I like UPS here. But all right, you guys have hit 100 likes. You didn't slack. I like it. I'm a fan. So here is my absolute favorite setup. I hope it still looks good. This is my favorite setup in the market right now. Oh, God. Circle. This is textbook A+. Every single time a stock looks like this, it'll be really high up on my watch list, and I will be paying very, very, very close attention to it. These are the moves and setups that not only could be multi-100%, but could potentially be multi-thousands of % if you catch a nice run on them. Now again, I've handed out to you guys, and a lot of these have been handed out for free too, about 30 10x trades, so 30,000% trades in the last 2.5 months, which is something that nobody else has ever done. Help a newbie out, please? Let's do it. Hop into LTMP with us. So, we have nice move up, flatlining on top of the 10. As soon as circle breaks 157.50, it's actually 157.56, but 157.50 is fine. That's the entry point. First target, 190. This is one that, if this is not high up on your watch list right now, you're doing something horrifically wrong. Now, there is no guarantee that it plays out, obviously. And I know you guys are spoiled and are like expecting every single trade that I hand out to you guys to run thousands of percent. It's not that they all will, they all have the potential to, which is why we're able to nail so many of them all the time. But this is by far my favorite setup right now. UPS looks good if it pulls back up, but this is my favorite setup. Now the options might be a little funky with it. You could easily do a shares trade though. This is the one. I love this setup. My favorite right now. Those are my favorite. All right. So, again, for those of you guys that are still on the sidelines that, again, I don't know how many more times you guys need to see me call out the best trades in the market. Like, I'm just going to keep doing it. Here's the link. Get 50% off your first month to LTMP. I think it's like $40 to join. With the 50% off code. It is a no-brainer at this point. Again, we have people turning $400 into 28 grand. What's his name? Catch Me If You Can was up 40-something thousand dollars yesterday. 27,000% gains on AMD. 3,000. Like, it's just, there's too many to count at this point, guys. Too many to count. AVGO, is it getting close? AVGO is really close here. I actually do like this. I'd go smaller on it, but I do like this. Let's say Thursday. It's really close. What's the level here? Yeah, I like that. Oh no, 500% on ARM. SCV, why are you scamming me like that? I don't know, Elgene. I'll do my best to scam you a little bit more next time. How about that, pal? It's so crazy. Like, I show you guys this stuff and people are like, no, I think this is better. And I go, yeah, but by the numbers, it's not. Like, just based on the sheer numbers, nothing comes close to what we're doing over here. Yeah, this looks good. It's not textbook, but if you can break 347.94, you'd have a lot of fun on this. So, we'll see what happens there. Wants to go. The options of Circle are expensive. Yeah, it's a share trade though. But that is like my favorite setup in the market right now. Looks real good, guys. Oh no, I'm only up 820% on Johnson right now. Oh no, how will I ever recover from this? Oh no. ARM, bang, there you go. There's another one. You know what we did? Called that out yesterday on this stream. And you missed it. You missed a 500% trade. How many more? The only question at this point, guys, is again not whether or not LTMP works, because it's like I don't know how I could make it more obvious to you guys that it's the best way to operate in the market. The question is, how many more of these just absolutely ridiculous best trades in the market are you comfortable missing, and then coming back to the stream and watching me victory lap with everybody? Entry point is 157 for Circle. Nope. What does it say on the watch list, and what level did I say on the stream? It's 157.50. That's where it is. Both shares and options can work with Circle. Shares and options work with everything. 99% of the time, the shares trades will have a better risk-reward profile than the options trades do. That's why this stuff works for everybody too, whether you're overseas, whether you're here, whether or not you want to trade options or not. It's like that's why it works so well, because everybody can do this no matter what they want to trade. Like the risk to reward on the option trades with Circle will only be better if Circle pulls an insane move to like 215 and you sling some like crazy deep out of the monies. you know. You know? But, like, I've shown you guys that a lot. Like, where it's like, okay, the options were up 500%, but the shares trade ran to a 1 to 8 risk to reward. Well, obviously, it would have made more sense to be in the shares trade with 1% risk versus the options trade with 1% risk because the risk to reward profile is better. The only reason why you would trade options is because, one, you can fully predefine your risk and you don't really have to worry about gap risk because your position size can be your risk with options. And then also, you can be in more positions because sometimes with the shares trades, you're going to need to put in like the vast majority of your account into the trade to get 1%, 2% risk. So AVGO is still hunting that area here. Let's see if it wants to go. That looks interesting though. If this breaks, first target, 374.50. Johnson looks good. So I really hope a lot of this is getting through to you guys. You guys are understanding these things. If not, like I told you before, do not try and do anything else in the market because it's not going to work. It just isn't. Like, it's not going to be even as close to what we're doing here. So why would you want to do anything else? I don't know. ARM is soaring right now. There you go, Kiko. There you go. Yeah, it looks good. Congrats, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, AVGO got close there, but didn't quite get all the way up. Let's see if we can do that today. It's not a textbook setup. Not at all. You got to be careful with that one. Like a little base, nice consolidation. It's like a fish hook. I'm not sure we should call those a fish hook where it just can go roop. Yeah, and seeing all of your, especially the new people that come in and like, it's so simple. Like when you guys catch it right away and you're like, oh my God, SV, I didn't realize that it was this simple. Look at this 300% trade I just took. I'm like, yeah, I know. Congratulations. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the party. You know, welcome to real life over here. That doesn't look bad. They really just sold this off to here. Yeah, let's see what we get. Thanks, STV. James, no problem, man. No problem. No problem. Yeah, circle looks insane. Yeah, AVO hasn't done it yet. That looks fun, though. That looks fun if it can get going. Market's not really doing anything right now. We're about to come into Euro close. We'll see. Johnson's still looking great. That would be, guys, if Johnson has a positive reaction on their earnings, that's going to be like 3,000% or something ridiculous. Something crazy. What is it on AVGO? It's 47 something? It's like 348 basically. Didn't we do something dirty on AVGO in the last, like, 6 months or something? Didn't we have a dirty gap up or something? I thought we had something on AVGO. Maybe not. Maybe it was back in May. This gap up? Ah, might have been. It might have been this, where we caught this breakout, and then it went boom, boom, boom. This was a good one, too. I remember this one. That was fun. Like, I know, guys, I talk about, like, the last 2.5 months here with, like, the 30, 29, 30, 10x trades. That's just in the last 2.5 months. There's been a lot more this year that we're not even talking about right now. What's the sell on Circle? Well, the first target, if it breaks out, would be 190. You know? There's nothing on it yet. It's my favorite setup in the market right now, though. That's the first target. Yeah, Mark, Circle's not one that you buy right now. It's not. Again, the other thing is, too, like, I'm giving you guys a little bit of a freebie here. But the thing is that you really do need to go through the learning curriculum videos within LTMP to fully understand. Because the most important thing, guys, is you have to understand the exact reasoning behind where and why you're going to enter, how you're going to manage the trade when you're in it, and exactly when and why you're going to exit. Understanding those things that's where I put the entire emphasis on with LTMP. It's not an alerts community. One, it's illegal, and two, guys, if anybody is trying to tell you, "Ooh, come follow my alerts," stop following them. It's illegal. You can't do that. Telling people to buy stuff? No. I show you guys the strategy, and then I show you all of the needles in the haystack. And I show you exactly how to execute if you want to. That's the only way for you guys to actually build the skills to have long-term success. And the reason why everybody in LTMP is able to have, like, just outperform everybody. What's the best platform in the UK for options trading? Probably Tasty Trade or Interactive Brokers. Probably one of those two. I think that's what a lot of people in LTMP use that are overseas. Oh, there goes ARM. I mean, next target on ARM here, guys, 174. That would be dirty. That would be dirty if ARM did that. Let's see. Do we have anything on community gains on ARM yet? We might. Let's see. Well, I know you guys had 183% yesterday. Those are probably 300-400% right now. That's another multi-100%er, guys. And it was also highlighted on this stream. You really don't have any excuses, guys, to not be crushing these in the market. You really don't. I'd like to see Johnson try and make an attempt over 192. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, it did. 192.10. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. Riot could get fun over the next week or so here. Raul, you're up 250% on. There we go. Yeah, MSOS does look good here. I think I talked about that a little earlier today. Taylor going strong for anybody holding shares from the setup that I gave you guys a while ago. From where? Here? That was a good one, running through TPs. But I think a lot of you guys were entering these and then just going to hold them off of like this S1 news. So like $1.31 entry, hit some targets if you were trading it, came back down and then ripped all the way up into the twos. That's good. FSLR. Yeah, that's interesting. 235.90 is where I would kind of look for that one there. AVGO doesn't look like he wants to do it today, but that's still an interesting setup for us. Not perfect, not textbook. That would be a very small size one, but you could catch a nice fish hook burst here on this. I'm check the chain on Versolar. How's that look? Oh, it just went vertical. Oh yeah, that's all right. Well, I just want to see what the chain looks like. They look okay. Nothing great, but like, you know. Where's our GTI right now? How's that looking? Still at almost 46. That's looking great as well. Yeah, Chipotle looks good. Yeah, AVGO just worked. There's nothing on AVGO yet. Just waiting. Sofi looks like it's gonna blast off. That's what we talked about in the beginning of the stream. Sofi looks good. Sofi's starting to look good here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see. Give it a couple of days. I'm going to be very interested in Sofi. Market kind of stuttering a little here off that little move back up. Yeah. Slow day. Nothing really going on. Again, guys, that LTMP methodology, less trades, more profits, is going, like, you either see it at this point or you don't. And if you don't see it at this point, stop what you're doing because it's not going to go well for you. I'm warning you. I've warned you guys 5 10x trades ago, 15 10x trades ago, 10 10x trades ago, 20 10x trades ago, 25 10x trades ago, 30 10x trades ago that I was just going to keep doing this for everybody, and it all comes down to following the LTMP methodology that I built. Imagine what your account would be at if you just listened and you paid attention and you said, oh, before the prices go up for LTMP the first time, I'm going to hop in, learn the videos, learn the information, being able to identify these setups and nail them. Imagine where you'd be right now. 30 10x trades, 10x plus. You wouldn't have hit all of them, but imagine if you just hit 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. Ooh. Now, I'm saying it again right now. You guys have that same opportunity. I'm not going to stop doing it. I said I wasn't going to stop after 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You think it's going to stop now? No. We're going to get to 50. I'm going to be sitting here like, guys, I told you. I'm going to start counting. I'm just going to keep counting. Yeah, so still waiting for AVGO to hop up here to 247.94. I mean, it looks good. It's a little funky one, but market's not looking like it wants to do anything fun right here today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the gains that you guys have all made for your good decision to hop into the best trading community that there is. Simple as that. I think Dave's sending some charts in here. Oh, that's interesting. Unplug. Ooh. warning, you guys. It's another warning. I say it every day. Johnson's still holding on very well. This has been awesome, guys. From 179.50 all the way up over 190. 900% on this one. Really, really, really awesome, guys. A lot of you guys with the shorter dated were already up 1,000%. I think on these two moves right here. This one and then this one. I just wish more people knew this, man. Like, it's so simple. It is so, like, excuse my language, it is so fucking simple. And so many people are out there just running around, screwing it up, doing things that are just never going to work for them. Ever. They're like, no, but this guy says it will. The person that you're following has the IQ of a walnut. What do you expect is going to happen? Buru? Let's take a look. No. Absolutely not. I would not go anywhere near this. Slow day. It's been fun though this week, guys. This has been a very, very fun week. I'm gonna have a fun YouTube community post coming out for you guys soon. Today. Open door? Open, I think it's got a setup. Nope. Open, garbage. Nope. You had a potential setup forming in here, but now it's invalidating to the downside. Open is, like, this is a good one to trade, and I gave you guys this one at 265. This is, I don't know if we included this one in the 30 10x trades, but it was one. The shares trade was absolutely insane. It's a decent one to trade, but the problem is that this is literally everything wrong with retail trading. This stocked everything around it. It's everything that's wrong with retail trading and why people get into so much trouble. You have some dude that's like at the forefront of this that's standing out of Drake's house trying to get him to buy shares. The only thing that they're doing is trying to get more people involved to just add buying pressure to it to pump it. Does that actually seem like something that you want to be involved in if you are a, let's say, sophisticated market participant that wants to have success over the long run? No. And the problem is that when these stocks rip like this, people are always going to make the argument and be like, no, it's going to go higher. And it's like, everybody's going to say that this thing's going to go higher no matter what. This thing could drop to 5 and people will say, buy the dip. But everybody was buying over $10 and now you're screwed. It's this like echo chambered nonsense that just leads people to the slaughter. Like, yeah, I'll highlight the trade ideas for you at 264 and then it rips to 10. How about that? Let's just do that, you know? Let's just do that. And not like I'm not saying you're saying this, but like I'm talking more generally about like why people get themselves into trouble all the time, and it's that. When everybody's talking about something, it's like I said before, when something crazy, but the rate cuts priced in. You know, what's up, Jackstad? How you doing? But again, like when I say before, it's like when the crazy things start happening into the market, most people's reaction is to like run towards it. It's like, no, you should stay where you are, run away from it. You should not be going near these things. But people love to. Again, like I said before, it's like, I wish most of you guys could just look at the performance that like I've been able to showcase to you guys with LTMP and been like, oh, logically here, that just makes so much more sense to do. And I'm going to keep proving it to you. But the problem is that you're probably going to have to go out and make your own mistakes for a while. And then you're going to realize, oh, shoot, I just missed another 15 10x trades within LTMP. That was a mistake. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, it's a mistake. DVLT short term? Nope. Too extended. Nope. What's this stock up in the last month? Oh. This stock is up 350% in the last month, and we want to go buying it? Yeah, no. Sorry. No, absolutely not. Good setups along here, but you would not touch this thing at the highs. You can if you want to, but those are the lessons that I'm talking about. You know? Those are the exact lessons that I am talking about. Maybe it rips. Maybe it does. But in the end, I'm like almost always like I am going to be correct, because like if you keep continuing to act that way in the market, there is only one outcome, and it's getting your portfolio deleted, which is sad. I hope that you guys don't end up doing that, and that doesn't end up being something that you do and engage in, because you have everything that you've ever wanted out of the market right in front of you. It's been in front of you the entire time. You just have to listen. It's like I say all the time, pay attention or pay a premium, you know? So, all right, guys, it is 11:30. We are probably going to wrap it up here for today. I'm going to throw the link to LTMP in the live chat there for you guys. I'm giving you guys an absolute gift. Use code October. Get 50% off your first month with code October. And again, like I said, you're either going to learn your lesson the hard way, or you're going to think to yourself, maybe all of these 10x trades over here and the ones that I missed, you probably should have been in and understood how to execute them. You know? So, ladies and gentlemen, great day. We got Johnson moving nicely. We have potential setup on AVGO. I think RGTI is still moving nicely over here. Very slow day, though, out of the broad market. Yeah, still at 45, up 5% over here. But this movement out of the broad market here is going to pave the way for the next round of awesome setups. And then, Circle. How's this looking still? Circle is still looking phenomenal here. Just insane. So, guys, those of you guys that are hopping into LTMP, make sure you just connect your Discord account to your WAP account. That'll automatically let you into the group. Once you guys are in there, I'll direct you to the Start Here area. You can start going through the course curriculum videos, and you can start getting towards and on the path to having the success in the market that you deserve, just like I've showcased to you guys with everybody else in LTMP. So, guys, I will see you guys a bit later. I'll have some YouTube community posts, some tweets, some Instagram and TikTok videos too. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and TikTok if you guys are not already. I believe it's both Short to Fix 1. So, guys, I will see you later. Have a great rest of your